Hi everyone, welcome to this month's edition of the Hello Woodlands Nonprofit of the Month Highlight. Hi, I'm Randy Lovelace with Paragon Independent Insurance, and I'm here this morning with Ann McAlpin of CASA here in Conroe. And Ann, tell us about CASA. What does that stand for? What's the mission, and how can this community help out CASA?
Love it that you ask. CASA Child Advocates. CASA stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocates. At CASA, we recruit and we train volunteers to be advocates for children who are in the foster care system. So we work in the short term to make sure that every child's needs are being met, that nothing is falling through the cracks, that their educational, social, mental needs are being met. And in the long term, we work to make sure that they have the best placement, the best permanent home possible. We don't make this decision, but we make a recommendation to the court who decides.
Gotcha.
In one of my favorite stories, there was a 14-year-old boy whose mother died. And she had thought she had made arrangements for him, but it didn't work out. And the young man was couch surfing. Eventually, he got taken into Child Protective Services custody. And when he was taken into CPS custody, he was placed with a foster family. They were a great family, but they were strangers to him. So when he was taken into foster care, a pair of advocates was appointed for him. And the advocates thought that there might be family that hadn't been identified. So they went looking for the family. They used a bunch of different resources, including everything that they knew on social media. And ultimately, the advocates found a woman on social media, on Facebook, a middle-aged woman who looked like the boy. Wow. And she had children in the picture with her who looked like the boy, and she had the right name. So she made the call. The advocates made the call. It wasn't the first call that they made. They'd made a lot of calls. But they made this call, and that woman turned out to be the boy's paternal grandmother.
Oh my gosh.
The mother had gotten pregnant very young. She had not told the man that she was pregnant, and he didn't know that he had any son at all, much less a 14-year-old son. So when he found out, he wanted to meet the boy. And when he met the boy, he wanted to be his dad.
Oh, that's awesome.
So that boy today lives with his real dad, a mom who loves him, and what he thinks is best of all is two brothers and a sister that he didn't know he had.
I think you can definitely call that a success story. Absolutely.
That is what our advocates do every day.
Wow.
They work to make sure that every child in foster care has someone looking out for them.
Well, what ages, I guess you deal with all ages, because we're sitting here with this cute guy right here, or maybe, is that a cute girl? I'm not sure. A teddy bear. And so you deal with very small children all the way up to probably 17?
From birth up to 19.
Up to 19. Okay. I learned something. Good to know. What can this community do to help out CASA?
That's the best question ever. Appreciate you asking. We always need volunteers. It's a very intense volunteer opportunity because you are making recommendations for a child's life. But if you want to volunteer, we always need our advocate volunteers. They're 30 hours of training, and we ask you to make a year commitment. If that is not the kind of thing that you like to do, we always need volunteers on the fundraising event side. We have a large superhero run, it's the most fun thing ever, a large gala in February, and we always need volunteers for those. And if you have a skill you think we'd like to use, we'll find a spot for you. So give us a call.
Okay. Now, the next event is in February?
Well, our next event is our superhero run. Our superhero run is on October 26th. And then after that, our major fundraising event is the gala, which will be on February 8th of next year.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh my, they're both hugely fun events. At the superhero run, everybody will come in costumes, and we'll have just fun events for everybody.
Yeah.
And the gala is a very, very moving event where you'll have a great fun party and then learn about kids in foster care.
That's great. That's great. Well, learned a lot today, and it really is for the children. So find out more about CASA, read the article in Hello Woodlands. Thank you, Ann, for being here and just telling us all about, telling us the story about CASA and what it does and what it does for this community. They do a wonderful job. Thank you so much for tuning in to this month's edition of the Hello Woodlands Nonprofit of the Month Highlight. Thank you, Ann. Y'all have a great week. Bye-bye.